Good morning and happy Sunday. This is the quietest week of the year. The decorations are still up, but the house is quieter. The phone is quieter, and for a lot of people, this is the week when private decisions get made about whether you matter based on who texted you back and who didn't. This is the week no one really talks about. Here's today's question. Why do I feel worse after Christmas? I thought once it was over, I'd feel lighter. Instead, I feel more alone. If you're asking that, you're not failing and you're not ungrateful. You're noticing something most people are taught to ignore. A lot of people feel this. Very few say it out loud. For many people, the hard part isn't the holiday. It's the moment after everyone leaves. You close the door, you turn off the lights, you look around the house that held people a few hours ago and now doesn't. The quiet isn't peaceful. It gets loud, and it lands all at once. I once talked with someone who said the loneliest moment of the year wasn't Christmas night. It was the next morning. He stood at the sink with his hands in the dishwater, staring at the last plate like it was proof the day actually happened. And he realized he didn't know what to do with his hands once nobody needed him. The work was done. The people were gone. There was no one left to lean toward or no one to turn to once the day was over. If you're the one who hosted, cooked, cleaned, organized, or kept everyone steady, this week hits harder because your role disappears overnight. That kind of loneliness catches people off guard. Here's the part most people don't admit. A lot of people feel embarrassed about this week. They tell themselves they had a good holiday, so they shouldn't feel sad. They had people, they had food, they had moments worth smiling for. And yet they feel heavy anyway. So instead of naming it, they judge themselves for it. They think, I ruined it. I should have been happier. And for some of you, this week isn't just emotional, it's financial. The cards are maxed, the bills are showing up, and the quiet gives your mind too much space to replay what you spent and what you wish you'd done differently. That's usually when staying alone with your thoughts feel like too much. So you pick up your phone and you scroll through Facebook and through photos, through everyone else's holiday. And everyone else's looks like they did December right. That shame doesn't fix the loneliness, it deepens it. And some people aren't lonely because they lack people. They're lonely because they're exhausted from pretending, from being agreeable, from carrying the tone, from smoothing things over so no one else has to feel uncomfortable. When the performance ends, the body finally tells the truth. And for some of you hooked into this week, it's grief. The chair is still empty. The voice is still missing. And the quiet makes that impossible to ignore. You'll also notice people posting holiday photos all this week. Not new ones, old ones. Reposts, memories, reflections. And that's not for attention, that's reassurance. It's people reminding themselves, I still matter. I was there. I wasn't invisible. When the room gets quiet, asking for connection feels risky, so reposting a photo starts to feel safer than reaching out and wondering if someone will respond. This week isn't a failure of the holiday. It's something else. December runs on momentum. January tells the truth, and it doesn't whisper. I've stood in this week too. I've stood in my kitchen with the refrigerator door open, not hungry, just stalled, letting the cold air hit my face while my mind just ran, thinking I should be past this already. Truth like that usually shows up awkward and unfinished. That doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It means the noise finally stopped long enough for you to hear yourself. So don't rush to fix it. If this week feels heavy, don't turn it into a project. Don't polish it. Don't rebrand it. Most people don't reach out right now because they're afraid of being a burden. That fear costs more than the silence ever saves. And if you're looking ahead at January, feeling pressure to reinvent yourself, hear this clearly. January doesn't need a better version of you. It asks whether you're willing to stay when no one's clapping. Don't let one quiet week rewrite what you know about your worth. You don't move forward by erasing what you felt. You move forward by staying present long enough to learn from it. So here's the question this week really asked. When the noise stopped, did you disappear or did you stay? If the answer feels a little shaky, that doesn't make you weak, it makes you honest. Before this year ends, choose one small act that keeps you visible to yourself. Sit at the table instead of taking your plate to another room. Say one thing out loud you usually swallow. Put your phone face down for 10 minutes and see what shows up when nothing distracts you. Not to fix it, just to prove you didn't vanish. Thank you for your question. Your honesty helps others feel understood. If you want to share yours, email me at drshannon@kfes12.com. And always remember, you are worth it. Lean into being the best version of yourself, one small step at a time. Welcome to the part of the year that doesn't pretend. Happy Sunday and Happy New Year.